Good morning. We are group number 5. The topic for our group is abrasives. Let me introduce the group members: Ayush Agrawal, Prateek Kumar, Prateek Singh, Chaudhal, and Shikhamant Tripathi. I'm going to get you through the contents of the presentation. We're first going to talk about the abrasive industries and the different products. We're going to classify the abrasive industry in different segmentations on the classification of products. We're going to talk about the health and environmental impacts that are because of the abrasive industries. The abrasive blasting and the sandblasting part is going to be considered next. We're going to look into two industries. We're going to look for the best practices that are being employed in these industries. And then finally, we're going to look into the life cycle management that is employed in the abrasive
materials. Abrasives are mineral-like materials which are rubbed against a surface to produce a desired shape or a surface of desired finish, available in different shapes, sizes and types according to the need. They are used to grind, clean, abrade or remove solid material by impact or by rubbing action. Bonded abrasives, steel abrasives, coated abrasive, loose abrasive grains, raw, super abrasive and other abrasives are the key product segments of abrasives. Abrasive materials and abrasive products are utilized in several end-user industries such as machinery, electrical and electronic equipment, transportation and metal fabrication, etc. Saint-Gobain SA, 3M, Robert Bosch, DuPont, these are some of the key players of abrasive manufacturing in the world. The revenue generated by the global abrasive industry was around 35,000 million USD in 2012, which is expected to increase to around 52,000 million USD by 2019, growing at a CAGR of 5.5% from 2012 to 2019. The bonded abrasive segment had the largest market share of the global abrasive market in 2012, followed by coated abrasives and loose abrasive grades. The bonded abrasives segment of abrasive market is expected to grow at a CAGR of 4.5% and is anticipated to generate a revenue of around 17,000 million USD in 2019. The raw super abrasive segment is the fastest growing product segment of the abrasive market, which is growing at a CAGR of 7.7% currently. In addition, the loose abrasive grade segment is expected to record strong growth in the next few years due to growing demand for loose abrasive grades from the abrasive product manufacturers. Asia Pacific represents the largest and the fastest growing market for the abrasive industry, and China is considered as the largest producer of abrasive materials and abrasive products in the world. The burgeoning demand for various types of abrasive for transportation, building and construction and other durable goods industry is expected to drive the Asia Pacific abrasive market in the near future. Europe was the second largest market for abrasives, followed by North America and rest of the world, where Asia Pacific is expected to be the most attractive market for abrasive in the future. However, Europe and North America are expected to exhibit sluggish growth as compared to Asia Pacific and rest of the world. The next part.
Now moving on to the health and environmental impact of the abrasive industry. During the abrasive cleaning process, considerable dust is created and is suspended in the environment. This dust, when inhaled, can result in severe diseases such as cancer and other lung-related diseases, which might prove fatal in some cases. The particulate size of the suspended particles may range from little less than 1 micron to 1000 microns. And our lung is very susceptible to particles which is less than 10 microns in size, and that can be inhaled easily. Among the suspended particles, the particles generated from the painting process, such as cadmium and mercury, are supposed to be the most toxic metals and most widespread found as a result of the abrasive industry. Emissions from dryers and kilns include carbon oxide, carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxides, and other sulfur oxides, which are very harmful and may result in long-term diseases. Now, Shikhar will be taking up the next part of the presentation.
Now the next slide is describing the most important process in the abrasive industry, which is the sandblasting process. It is a process of smoothing or roughening a surface by spraying granular material at high velocity. Despite the name, sand is seldom used in the industry anymore because it causes silicosis when inhaled by a person. Steel grades, copper slags and walnut shells and powdered coconut, these kind of organic substances are more used in the industry now. Garnets, which are granular crushed stones, are preferred choice of many industries today. since they are chemically inert, so even if they are inhaled by a person, there is least impact on their health and least impact on the ecosystem at large. Garnets can also be recycled up to 5 times before the grain becomes too small that they are effective to be used in the process. So their reusability make them very feasible for the process. Remaining granules are often washed down in the drain, so they are not spread into the winds as to cause any harm to the people's health, and hence they are a safe option for this process.
So now
Prateek will take up
prominent companies in the abrasive industry and about the best practices that they are taking forward. The first one is XIMB Abrasives. They are trying to pursue an ambitious policy to constantly improve workplace health and safety, in which they are trying to reduce the workplace hardships like exposure to noise, repetitive tasks, safety, ergonomics, and reduction of exposure to chemicals. Then they are trying to be a responsible and sustainable player internationally and within our local communities, and this they are trying to provide internal training and certification based on a lot of safety standards. Again, they are trying to minimize the environmental footprint of their operations within 5 priorities. They are increase the energy efficiency of their production, sustainability, product responsibility liaisons, and they are trying to act as conduit between the business teams and the corporate staff groups. Apart from that, they are trying to continuously develop eco-valorized products, bringing additional value to our customers. The first abrasive manufacturers produce FSC products, use of natural resins and recycled grains, and they are also trying to focus on 3 environmental impacts and reducing it, that is low noise, low vibration, and low dust. The next industry that we are going to talk about is 3M Industrial Abrasives. Here they are trying to focus on breathing easier, which is a 3M clean sanding system. In this case, what 3M is trying to do is they are trying to capture the dust during sanding to improve workplace conditions. It also provides faster results and longer disk life, reducing the noise and pollution. Apart from that, they are trying to drive growth through sustainable product stewardship, in which they are trying to be the third party, in which they'll understand sustainability through evaluating and minimizing the environmental health and safety regulatory impacts to provide a better workspace to the employees. Now the next will be carried out by Prateek.
So I'm going to look into the life cycle management of abrasive tools. So life cycle management does not only contain sustainability practices during the usage of abrasive tools, but also during manufacturing of it and after usage. While during manufacturing, it contains sustainable design. Supplier supports for sustainability should be there. While when it is manufactured, we need to have good environmental controls, the best kind of safety practices, and the economic value of it, basically enhancing the living standards of your workers. That also is a part of sustainability. After manufacturing, warehousing comes and the transportation comes. In warehousing, the packaging and the energy usage should be minimized. The repetitive handling should also be minimized to the maximum extent possible. As far as transportation concerned, the emission and the fuel and efficiency factors should be considered to make the entire process more sustainable. While sustainability in usage, all these factors like air, noise, water pollution should be adhered to. All the regulations are there, they need to be followed. And apart from the regular air, noise, water pollution, we should have safety regulations, which is also a major part of sustainability that should also be considered. One of the major chunk of sustainability that is left and not implemented by a lot of companies is sustainability after usage. So as per these 2 graphs that is shown, that even after the first time usage of this abrasive materials, it can be still used the next time. So as per the second graph, 80% of it can be still used in the next time, and that is not being used. It has to be used either as a filter material or as the original material itself. So that can be filtered in from the original component manufacturer or the manufacturer that is using it. So anybody can use it and encompass the whole sustainable practice in a very sustainable way.